Hola, mi nombre es Karen Rodriguez, and I am a community organizer at the Interfaith Movement for Migrant Justice. My pronouns are she, ella. On September 16th, I returned to Oregon after I was invited to accompany a group of faith leaders to a border immersion group to Brownsville, Texas. Thanks to our host, Pastor Ali from the United Church of Christ, we visited many places that were in solidarity with the migrant people that were there. Some of those places included La Posada Providencia, which is a long-term housing opportunity for arriving immigrants, and also Team Brownsville that provides first necessity items and food. But what really struck me the most was the work that was done by two women on the side of Mexico, of the border. First, it was Sister Maria from Casa del Inmigrante, and also Lulu from Casa Lulu. These two really fearless women were keeping many migrant people in their centers amid violence and lack of resources and lack of government funding. One of the stories that the sisters shared with us was how sometimes often organized crime, such as called as cartels, really profit from the hundreds of migrant people who await the processes to be able to enter the United States. Perhaps also the encounter that made me more nervous and also anxious one as also an immigrant person was when we met with Angel Rodriguez, who is a patrol agent. In some ways, it struck me that he was very welcoming, and it was actually what he said, his opportunity to share the migrant story for us. And in some way, they had this rhetoric of, no, we're not really the bad guys in this story of the immigrant people. And I think that part of it is true. Agent Rodriguez became a Border Patrol agent when he was 17 years old. And through his brother, he quickly understood that being a Border Patrol meant some economic sustaining opportunities for his family. He found out that it only took 6 months with difficult training, that it was all that it was needed in order to be an agent and a Border Patrol agent. This job, of course, offers good benefits and also a decent pay. I quickly learned that it doesn't really matter if you vote blue or red. What matters the most in the border is to be able to see the humanity in the people all around. The humanity, perhaps, of Agent Rodriguez, the humanity of perhaps the asylees that I spoke to at La Posada del Inmigrante. The lack of seeing the same humanity is the same loss of ourselves. I know I experienced losing that opportunity to see the humanity in others many times. At the border, I also learned how everyone profits from immigrants, even ourselves here at home. I mean, I just had lunch this morning or this afternoon, but really, there's a lack of dissociation from the food that I ate. It is the same lack of humanity that we get and provide to farm workers in our local areas where we live. Can we afford fair wages and benefits for them? That was the question. As elections head, and perhaps as you do your daily meditations, I want you to picture this. The mass deportations as the one candidate for presidency in the United States is portraying. Let me tell you something. No one will ever be ready for something like that. So today, as you see our newsletter and our videos from our border trip, I also want to ask you, will you vote consciously on November? Will you also join the many people that are doing something to change this? will you also join us in the programs that we support? And will you join many of people like me who are immigrants in the work of building a better community? Thank you.